Think about some classic horror movies. You've got nightmare demons, alien monsters, a ginger, but what you don't have is the entire concept of self-hatred. Part of the reason it's not considered an inherently horrific concept is because it's really hard to manifest. It's also something everyone has faced at some point in their lives. For some people, it's just kind of a Thursday. The Substance tries its best to manifest this idea into a physical threat, but it has very mixed success. So calling this a horror film, it kind of feels more like a mischaracterization of the film's true meaning. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, this movie's safe for kids. I guess let's just start off with what the Substance is, and the answer is Monster Energy drink? I don't know. I love lore and I love world building, and The Substance isn't a movie that does either. It's very heavily focused on the main character. It's a character-based movie. So the actual substance is sort of on the back burner for this film. Better name for this movie might have been Demi Moore's character in the midlife crisis, or maybe just a substance. To be honest, it didn't even feel like the writers fully understood what the substance was, because there were a lot of moments where Demi Moore's character would ask the question about it, and they'd just go, I don't know, it's kind of like you work with the substance, but also like not, in a super mysterious but cool way. The Substance isn't a horror film, but it can be quite horrific at times. I walked in thinking I'd be scared, but I just kind of felt nauseous a few times. But that's the point. There's nothing in this movie that would make someone jump and scream. Instead, it opts to make the audience feel maximally uncomfortable. Not just the body horror does this, but everything in this movie aims to make you feel uncomfortable. The cinematography especially stood out to me. All these shots, they feel weird and up close and unnatural, but it's not because they just suck ass, it's because it matches the tone of the film. But the acting is there too. Every side character introduced is weird and off-putting, and pretty much all seem like perverts, and the only one who feels normal is Demi Moore's character. Even in the set design, there are these long, dark corridors in the house, this sterile white bathroom, and the carpet from The Shining. Very off-putting. The story in this movie is good. I'm not going to hate on it just because I didn't like it, because it doesn't world build or follow up on the other characters. But, I mean, it kind of feels like it should have. That's a personal thing, but I will say this, it's not the first time I've seen this concept played out. And while it does have new ideas with very unique takes, a lot of times it feels a little played out. There were several ways that they took this, but it feels like they kept stopping themselves short just before following through with them. I know a lot of this review sounds negative, or it seems like I'm judging this a lot harsher than other movies I've reviewed, but that's because I am. Guys, this isn't Super Baby's Baby Geniuses 2. This is winner of the Cannes Film Festival. It's at a much higher golden standard. I'm so sorry. That was uncalled for. Super Baby's Baby Geniuses 2, you know I love you. It's just, right now I'm trying to do a review and it's like, I'm sorry. Ultimately, the cinematography had to be the best part, but the acting and clearly strong direction of this movie, they were both close seconds. I had the biggest issue with the story, since there were a lot of areas that felt completely unexplored or fumbled a little, but it was full circle, and there were strong core ideas that were definitely there to stay. I give this movie an 8 out of 10, but I do feel like I need to disclaim, this movie is extremely uncomfortable. It deals with very heavy themes of self-hatred and self-harm, and I know I usually end my videos by saying fuck you or something, but this time I'm going to change it up a little bit. If you are struggling with problems with self-hatred, or you see things about yourself that are imperfect, it's okay. Imperfections make us who we are, and they make us beautiful and unique in our own ways. Don't strive to be perfect. Strive to be you. Have a good day. I really wanted to end this off by saying fuck you, but like with a wholesome heart behind it. But, I feel like that also kind of takes away from, the ending. But see, now I'm dragging it out because I'm trying to decide, like, I'm having this mental debate out loud, and it's just, it ruined it. I ruined it. This is just like the Super Babies thing. Oh,